here's what's happening at Ewetopia Farms today.
We can always count on you for a visit. Oh my goodness.
None of the sheep want to go out. It's too hot. We don't want them to be in their woolly jackets right now either. The mosquitoes are worse than I've ever seen
Last
them.
time I did that, I blew her tire off.
It's a scorching one. Let's get started.
Hi you guys, are you ready to go outside?
We're going into another heat wave, so they're not going to be too keen on going out.
Hi Hot Lips, how you doing, sweetheart? Shall we open your gate? Hi Lenny, hi. Hi there. Hi Lenny, hi. We can always count on you for a visit. Oh my goodness, you are spectacular. And we kept all of your lammies. We did. Yeah, because if you're spectacular, your lammies are going to be spectacular too. Shall we go outside now? Hi. Shall we go outside? Let me open your gate. There we go. It's a hot one, I know.
Here they go. Down the alleyway. We'll see how much they've eaten off. Oh, pretty well cleaned it out. Yeah, doesn't take them long. So the doors are wide open in these barns, and none of the sheep want to go out. It's too hot. People ask me still, why aren't the sheep sheared? And before people ask questions, they should watch a few videos, because obviously we're far from negligent on sheep care. But there are only a handful of sheep shearers in all of Canada. And check out the size of Canada. We book our sheep shearer well in advance so that they can get sheared, but all it takes is one cancellation to set the whole process toppling over and everyone gets pushed back. So these sheep are scheduled to be sheared in 2 days. We've got 120 already sheared, and once these guys are sheared, then we just have those remaining Dorsets yet to shear. So it's hot. We can't do anything about a sheep shearer. They get here when they can get here, and they're doing the best they can. And yeah, we book months in advance. Doesn't matter. So, for any of you who find it stressful to see the sheep with their wool on in this heat, imagine how we feel. We don't want them to be in their woolly jackets right now either. And we're just waiting. And there is absolutely not a thing you can do about it. And like I say, stay tuned, because shearing day is coming up. And these guys, you think they'll get some relief. They might get some relief from the heat, but I can tell you, with all this humidity and moisture we've been having this year, the mosquitoes are worse than I've ever seen them. And the poor sheep are going to think that it's uncomfortable now, but once they try to get cool, and when they lay down to chew their cud, they get inundated with mosquitoes biting them. They're not going to be happy with that either. And no, there is nothing we can do about the mosquitoes either. So people need to be a little more understanding rather than judgmental, because the last thing any farmer wants is for their sheep to be suffering or being uncomfortable. So that's just something I thought I'd clarify. Here's the girls outside enjoying their sunshine in the laneway. Sometimes it's really good to be weaned. Hi, girls. They're not too interested in me. Gimpy's kind of funny. He lays by the drinker to get cool from it. And there goes Arnie off to the field to pick up 2 loads of hay. Well, it's going to be 2 loads with the 2 wagons there, so it's going to be 4 wagon loads of hay, and he's gonna get them home before dinner. I have been watching tutorials on driving the drone, but it was really windy again today, so I didn't put it up. Hopefully tomorrow for the next day of haying, we will have no wind and I can get some shots because I'm going to be so much better now. It seems so easy when you watch the videos about how to do it. But I'm going to give it a try if I can. A really nice weather day tomorrow. So he'll get the rest of the hay he cut down done before the rain comes in again. And then Wednesday we're supposed to be shearing sheep. Today is Sunday. No sales barn run tomorrow. So that's 2 runs we've missed in a row. But right now, because of the weather, he figures that getting the hay finished is more important.
So, last time I did that, I blew her tire off. So we just doubled all of them up on top there. So, a little bit more weight. They're 9-ton wagons. Anyways, Lynn says, supper's ready. Come on, Ben. So, I'm busy all night tonight. Quite late. But that's okay, just get it done. Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben, Max. We can walk through Lynn's little oasis here. I should be having supper out here. Well, looking for a break. Hey, Ben. Looking for a break over, Ben? Hey? Come on, Ben. Come up. Just got them all unloaded. Gotta get them wrapped. Get them on the pile tonight. And I gotta eventually feed my sheep before dark. Yep. So far I've been up for 12 hours. And I'm not done yet. And we'll see how long. I got 53 bales to wrap up and just stack tonight and do my sheep chores. And we'll see how long that takes. Get the wrapper out, get it to the barn and load up the plastic and get it wrapping till dark. And at dark I'm going to start doing chores.
Well, it's gonna be a long night for Arnie. He got all those bales in. And right now he's just finishing off chores. And then, because I explained to people before that the bales, once they are made into bale form, they have to be wrapped ideally within 4 hours. And that's why he's just doing it piecemeal, because in order for it to get wrapped in 4 hours, he can only do so many. So right now, I'm in the backyard. We got all the bales out here. He's got quite a collection stacked up back here, and quite a collection left to be wrapped. And in the meantime, the sun's going down. Unfortunately, the mosquitoes make the whole thing quite annoying. But as you can see in my garden, the lilies are all coming out in bloom now. It's only been a few days since I filmed the garden for you guys. But the lilies are out, looking gorgeous. They're such a short-lived plant.
but their colors just make it all worthwhile. I got more over here. Isn't that lovely? Even at night. Gotta give Samsung credit for being so clear at night, because there's barely any ambient light at all right now. And along with my lilies coming into bloom, I also have my snowball bush here. When I got this, it was just one little branch, and now it's quite the lush bush. And they're not fully in blossom yet, but you can see they're well on their way. I'm pretty sure Arnie's going to be filming something too. So I'm going to sign off for the night, and we'll see what Arnie has to say. See you tomorrow.
Oh. Okay, all the sheep are locked up and they're all fed, and I'm going to start wrapping. I wonder if Lynn even knows I'm out here. You'd think she'd miss me after a while. I wonder. I bet you when I get to the house tonight, she'll be fast asleep. Anyways, I'm gonna fire her up.
It's nighttime. Arnie's out doing his chores. It's been a really busy day today. And I apologize for all the drone shots, but the wind went away and it was my opportunity. If you see behind me, it's just a massive wall of bales. Arnie got all the hay in that he wanted to get in today. It's not the end of haying and it's not the end of first cut, but the goal was met. As you can see, a wind's coming in now. And unlike last night where we had a beautiful sunset, tonight we got storm clouds, and at the moment I'm feeling the very first drops of rain. So we got it all done in time. The hay's in, didn't get rained on. Tomorrow it's going to be a day off because it's going to be a rain day. We have to head into town to get groceries and prepared for the big day after that, which is our shearing day. So next time you hear from us, we should be shearing. Keep your fingers crossed because they're due. I don't know if you can see this before we go. But those things flying around, they're the godsend right now for all these mosquitoes. They're bats. They're all flying around out here. We've got lots of bats here. So they'll be very fat bats this year because the mosquitoes are just horrendous. And another thing I noticed that came out, seems to have come out today. See those flashing lights? That's not the lights we put out. The fireflies have arrived. And they're all flashing tonight. See them all flashing? And I hope you enjoyed your time with us today. I do promise that I always won't flood you with drone shots, but it's a new thing, so I'm kind of excited. Still really, really nervous about it when I'm doing it. But we'll use it on an as-needed basis. And I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes, so I'm going to say goodbye. Hope you enjoyed yourself at Ewetopia Farms. Please remember to give us a thumbs up, send us a comment, subscribe down below if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.